Hey everybody, it's Uber Dante. Today I'd like to show you how to play my game Treasure in Spades. This is a solitaire gameplay with traditional deck of cards. I'm kind of in the middle of a game right here. You can see it takes up quite a lot of space. Basically what you're doing is you're searching for the buried treasure of uh, Captain One-Eyed Jack Corazón, and your picture this is like the surface, and you're kind of digging down. So you're looking at it kind of from the side. You're underground, so you're kind of digging in these. You're gonna kind of dig around, forming these tunnels. You dig down, you dig back around. You can kind of picture the game Dig Dug. Okay, you can't, these are kind of like walls on both sides. You can't go in or out from here. You're just going to start from the top and you're kind of digging around. Um, and you've got you've got a hand of spades, and these are kind of like your resources, your tools, your any kind of their time, it's kind of like a resource that you need to spend to do different things. And as you're digging around, you're going to come across these clubs, and these are just this is just dirt. It's just soil that you can kind of remove very easily. So the clubs are just easy to remove soil. You don't have to spend anything to just get rid of those. And the hearts, these are like rocks. So you can see my passageway is kind of blocked here by these rocks. Now, I can't remove those easily. To do so, I need to spend a resource, and then I can remove it, and I can keep kind of digging down around. I'm also finding these treasures. So the diamonds are treasures, and I can just grab one whenever I want it. And the treasures, the diamonds, are the only ones that have a kind of value. So everything else, the king of clubs, the four of clubs, is exactly the same. It's just dirt. All of the rocks. I mean, anything, spades, you're just resource. But the diamonds have a value. So ace through 9 are worth 5, and 10, and the face cards are worth 10. And if you have 15 cards, 15 points, you can get a resource back. So you're kind of finding the treasures means, oh, I'm more motivated or something, or maybe you're actually selling your treasure and getting more equipment or something. I don't know. But you can kind of get some of those resources back. And yeah, the goal is to kind of make your way through here and get all 13 treasures, and then make your way back out again. But you're kind of impeded by these rocks and by these jokers, which are booby traps. Okay, you need to be careful whenever you come across a booby trap. So I've got one here. And basically the booby trap is if I remove too much around the booby trap. So I removed that king. We'll see what's under here, because I want that treasure. I'm going to remove this dirt. If I take this, boom, the booby trap goes off because I've got 2 empty spaces next to it. So I have to do other things like spend to fill in this with more dirt, and then I can take this kind of thing. So you're kind of navigating this area. You can use these to kind of like probe and see what's underneath without getting any damage, or you can just kind of, I'm just going to see what's under here, Oh, I shouldn't have done that. In that case, if you reveal a rock, you lose a spade. If you reveal a trap, then it's game over. So I'm going to explain the rules a little bit more. That's just kind of a brief overview. I'm going to do setup next, and then we'll do a full playthrough. Okay, let's set it up. Setup's a little bit involved, but there's reasons for it. You're going to separate your traps, 2 jokers. You're going to separate all treasures. You don't need to worry about shuffling them. You're going to separate the spades, and you don't need to shuffle those either. You're going to remove 1 club from the deck. Completely, this is out of the game. Okay, I'm going to take the rest of the clubs and shuffle them with the hearts. And we're going to start making the area that we'll be digging, the 5x8 grid. And the first row only will be face up. So we'll put those there. Let's see, I've got some rocks. I've got a few rocks. And some soil. Okay, so this is kind of the surface. We can see, what's there, so we know we're not going to dig right into that rock. But underneath the surface, we can't really see anything. So these are going to be face down. Okay, and then we're going to mix in the treasures. So the treasures will be from the 3rd row down. We're not going to mix in the traps quite yet. We're just going to place 2 cards first. And this will make, the reason for doing this is this makes the traps a little more effective. So traps go off whenever there's 2 empty spaces adjacent to them when they're in the grid. So if they're somewhere in the middle, they can have up to 4 spaces that could possibly be empty. So you really need to concern yourself with them. When they're over on an edge, then this one doesn't count. You can't have an empty space here. It's not in the grid, so it only has 3 spaces you need to worry about. And if it's way down in the corner, then it's least effective because there's only 2 spaces you need to worry about. So that's why we're going to instead put 2 non-trap cards down in the corner. Could be a treasure, could be rocks or soil. We just will put those 2 down in there, and that gives the player a little more information. They know there's no traps in here, there's no traps down here, there's no treasure up here. So this gives the players a little more information, but also makes the traps a little more harder. And because we have no treasure in here, the only ones that you can push through easily as the soil. So there's a little more chance that there's no treasures here. There's a little more chance of there being rocks there, and it's going to limit your way out, your way in. Okay, that's why we're doing this kind of setup. And then you just need to deal out the rest of the cards. There should be 2, 4, 6. Barely fits on my camera here. You do need some table space, so I'm actually in my attic on the floor, but it'll fit on your table probably, or if you have smaller cards, that'd be great. I couldn't find my smaller cards, so we're gonna use these big ones. We just kind of place these out wherever. And I've got 5x8 grid, and then you can just take these, and I just like to hold them in my hand. And value doesn't matter for these, so you're just gonna, when you have to take an action that needs a spade, you're just gonna discard one like that. Sometimes you can get them back. I actually put them in order, so that I know if like a middle of the game I've got a 5 showing, I know I got 5 cards left. I just place them face down, then for the next game I can just put them right back up. Okay, let's go through some of the steps you can take, some of the actions you can take. So there's two actions you can always take you can take without spending a spade, and then there are three actions you can take where you need to spend. So first one is you can remove any soil, any of the clubs, or any of the treasures without cost. So you can just put those off to the side. It's good to make a kind of clubs pile. If you want to, like later in the game, if you want to count how many you've got. So that's one thing. If you have a treasure, I can just take the treasure and put it in my treasure pile. Okay. The other action you can do is you can just reveal. Now you have to come. You're coming down here, so I can't come from the side. I can't just take a random spot. I'm kind of coming down, going around. So right now I can advance through one of these cards. And you can just reveal a card. You just take a card and see what's on the other side. But there could be a penalty associated to it. So let's see what it is. Okay, if you reveal a card and it is a rock, then you've kind of just, without care, smashed your equipment into a rock and destroyed it, and so you're going to lose one of your resources. So if you reveal a card and it's a heart, you have to discard one of your spades. And this doesn't get removed. It stays right there. Okay. Let's see if this is that's also one. If it's a club, then nothing happens. You're fine. You reveal it and it's a club. So in this case, oh no. If you reveal a card and it's a club, then it's fine, and you can use your action to remove it. If it's a diamond, if it's a treasure, you can take it. If it is one of the two jokers that you flip over, it's game over. You set it off. Just revealing it in that way is not good. So you need to be careful when you're doing this action. That's the chance you're going to take. Okay. Let's look at the actions we can take using a spade. So one that we're going to have to take here is you can remove a rock. So I can pay one and I can remove this rock from the game. I'll just put it over on the rock pile over here. That's one thing you can do. The other one that's very useful is you can probe or kind of scope. You're going to check and see what's underneath here. So you're going to use a probe. So the way the probe works is you can discard one, and from where your position is, let's say I'm right here, I can look. I can reveal two cards. So I'm going from here and I'm going in a straight line from here. So I can reveal these two cards. I can't do reveal these two cards. So I'm here. I'm going to dig down. I'm probing down. I can't turn kind of like that. Okay. I guess you can probe through the rock. I could, if I wanted to see that one, I could go that way. See that one. But you can do this. Now, this is going to cost you one, but if you reveal a rock, there's no penalty. Okay. So in this case, I revealed two clubs. I'll just discard those. So now if I wanted to do another probe, I could go this way. 1, 2. I could go this way. 1, 2. I could go down here. 1, 2. I can't do like these two. Okay. So let's probe, and we'll go this way. And I found the trap. Okay, that's good. So if I reveal the trap by using probe, nothing happens. As long as I have this, the Joker doesn't have 2 empty spaces next to it. Does that make sense? So right now there's no empty spaces next to it. So even though I revealed it, nothing happened because I revealed it using the probe. Okay, and I can actually remove this, no cost. That's my treasure. That's 10. Okay, but now I can't, I can't remove this card. Also, let's say I'm going to do a probe here, 1, 2, or down here, 1, 2. This card already has 2 empty spaces next to it. So if I was to do the probe, and this was a Joker, this was a trap, I would lose the game. So that's another risk you kind of have to take. So we'll try it, and we got lucky. Okay. I'll take this treasure. Now, 10s, jacks, queens, and kings are worth 10, and everything else is worth 5. So right now I have 15 points in my hand. I can use these to get one of my spades back. Now, I can't remove this. If I remove this, it's game over. Joker has 2 empty spaces in the grid. Okay, so I have my last thing that I can do, and that's called fill. So I can spend 1 spade, take some dirt, and put it over there. Okay, that way if this was like a diamond or something, I'd have to get it, right? Or if I want to pass by here. So that way I can kind of work around the traps. So I can fill it, I can take this out. I can move over here. I can see what's under here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's move this one out. I kind of want to see, is this a treasure or not? So let's probe over here. I'm going to use another spade. Okay, and then I got the next one here. Okay, so like I said, so I'm a little bit lucky. Because this doesn't count as an empty space. So right now there's no empty spaces next to this Joker. I'm gonna have to remove this one. Now I need to be careful. So this either one of these could be a treasure, which means I need to dig again. Okay, and I could get myself in some trouble if I try to get this treasure, and then I got nowhere to go out. So I'd maybe remove this rock, right? So this looks a little bit tricky, so I'm hoping these are not treasures. I'm just going to reveal, because it doesn't really help me I know this isn't a treasure. I'm just going to reveal this one and hope it's like a clover. Hope it's a soil. Okay. So that's going to be tricky for this one. I can't remove this unless I've dug here, unless I fill here. So let's fill. Let's fill up there. Then we can take this one. That gives me 15 points again. I can get this one back. And again, I'm just going to peek and see what this is without spending. I'm going to be spending, I might have to be spending a lot, either filling or otherwise. Okay, so that's not too bad. And hopefully I can come around here and get out this way. I do want to check this one as well, make sure this isn't a diamond. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, I'm gonna probe down here, and I've got dirt and another treasure. Good. Oil and a treasure. I'll take that. And I'm just gonna peek and see what this one is. Okay, and this. So that's a treasure. So I'm gonna have to use another spade to fill in around here. Make sure that doesn't go off. Okay, and then I gotta hope I'm coming around here. I'm also counting. I guess these are spades, right? Let's put the spades over here. Treasures. How many treasures do I have? I've got 6. Okay. I'm also counting them. As soon as I get 13, I can get out of there. All right. So I got that. I need a way out over here. So let's got 4 here. Let's probe this way, I think. Probe. We got heart. A couple of rocks there. That's not good. So, but maybe the next row down is good. And I'm still looking for treasures anyway. So let's. We're running out of cards here. Let's probe down in here. We got an ace and a 9. Okay, that's good. Let's take those. And I can take, this is 15. Let's go ahead and get one of these back. And how many treasures do I have? 3, 6, 8. 5 more. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna reveal this one. Okay, that's good. And I wanna, hopefully this is my way out. Let's reveal this one. And it's dirt. Okay, good. Alright, so I do have a way out now. So this is looking promising. I don't have to waste my, let's put these up a little bit so they're on the screen. I don't need to waste any of my spades to get rid of a rock or anything like that. Okay, so we just have to find. Okay, so I have 3 of these. If I find another treasure, I probably have another one. So what's a good? We'll probe these 2 right in the middle. So let's probe. We got dirt and okay, that's perfect. We got another treasure. You want to use that yet? Why does it matter? There's a queen still out there. So there's a queen and a 10, so let's wait. We can get 2 more. We'll probe again. Let's probe the very bottom here. Rock. Treasure. Want that treasure. That's we got 1 left. Oh boy. I guess I could use these. So I've got a decision to make. So if I just peek in this one and it's a rock, I'm gonna lose this, and then I'll have no way to get these. Although I can get another one here, or I can just remove this. What's the best thing to do here? And I still have over here. How many hearts are out there? There's not that many hearts out there. There's rocks out there. I got this one that I removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's still 5 more out there. Let's use our last one to get this rock out of the way. I don't know if that was smart or not, but I have this 10. Okay, and I'm gonna use the 10 and the 5 to get one back. Where do I want to go? Let's probe over here. We're in trouble here. I should probably. Do I want to save one? How many do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I need 2 more. Okay. I need. Alright, let's spend the last one. Let's see what's under. Here. Okay. I need that. Do I need that and one more? So I said 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So hopefully this, I don't have any more spades. So hopefully this is a diamond. Then I can just win. Or if it's a club, I can get one more spade back. Diamond or a club. If it's a heart, I have to pay the price. And I don't have any spades, so that would be game over. I would just have exhausted everything, and I don't get the treasure. I'm done for. Okay, let's see what it is. It is a heart. So I didn't make it. This is a loss, right? Could I have one? What was under here? Yeah, if I went this way, I could have got those 2, and then I would have went out. So I picked the wrong one. This was a heart, and that was a heart. Yeah. Well, that is treasure in spades. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.